Here we go. Okay. So, mm, just I suppose the first little full stop in the week as we come to the end of the first morning in a fresh week. I'm just wondering how it feels to have got a start on it. And sometimes we can have lots of optimism, can't we, on a Monday morning as we step into our new week. So if that's been the way it's felt for you today, I hope that you're having a positive day, getting lots of things done, and just calling in energy to that, to your intentions for the week. Hmm. Whether they're personal, whether they're to do with work, whether to do with your health, whether to do with your abundance, your mindset, or just your general well-being, your spirit, your health. Just calling all the energies forward to support us in our wishes for ourselves for this week. And any other intentions you want to throw into the pot. Intention's got to be for yourself, really. And we've just set the intention for the people before we started that some of this energy can go there. But I'd really like you to set an intention for yourself as well. What you're trying to bring forward this week. And I'm drawn towards the back of the body. And I'm just wondering where, if I take your attention to the back of your body, where are you drawn to on the back of your body? For me, it's my shoulder blade. I'm just wondering where in the back of your body you're drawn to. Doesn't mean to say there's any pain or there's anything specific there, but if I say, right, focus on a certain area at the back of your body, where do you land? I'm just going to breathe some light and energy into that space. So for those of you that don't know what I mean when I say that, we're just imagining a breath going into that space in your body, and you imagine it lighting up and expanding. Just a bit of imagination, really. And we welcome in any healing in that light and in that space. And I find as I concentrate on this like disc of light, it's like feels like a plate almost of light that landed on my shoulder, to just offer some healing and some light and energy to go into there. I find myself wanting to stand on it. So I'm going to invite you to do the same. So we're taking like a disc of light, this light, and we're going to stand on this disc of light on the earth. I'm imagining your bare feet on this disc of light, and it's making a connection with the earth. And it's just bringing in this lovely grounded energy, really grounded here in this being. Mm. Then I want you to take your attention up to the crown of your head. And I want you to imagine almost like the top of your head's kind of opening up a little bit. Mhm. And then there's light going to start to pour through, coming from source. So from the sky, a channel of light coming all the way down into your crown, the top of your head, and coming all the way down through your system to this disc, this grounding disc, and into the earth. We're going to push that energy all the way down. We're not going to push it, we're going to let it flow. So we just let it flow all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. And as that light and energy goes from the universe, from the sky, through our being, It brings with it healing. It brings with it love and forgiveness. Any parts of your body, any actions that have taken place over the last few days that need some forgiveness. Trying not to get too much into the mind with that. Just bringing this energy of forgiveness, allowing that to come through the body, all the way down through this disc, all the way down into the earth. And as the light goes down into the earth, we imagine these roots coming from the soles of our feet, really allowing us to be part of the earth. And those roots and those tendrils run all the way down with this light as it goes through. So that energy just keeps coming down, just keeps pouring us, pouring us, pouring us, pouring into us, filling us up, and all the way down into the bottom of those roots to the earth's core, to the fire, to the heat at the earth's core. And connecting those two things, this light and this earth's core, and then that light starts to radiate out through the whole of the planet. So it starts right at the core, and we're just going to allow this light to radiate out from the core of the earth. And it starts to come out further and further and further. Almost imagining the earth as like a, like a small structure that you can fill up. So it's like this ball that you're filling up with this light. Because if we actually tried to fill up Earth, we'd be like here forever. So we take it down, we imagine it minimized, so we can like fill the whole of the space up with all of this light that's coming from the disc of our feet. And then we just imagine it radiating out beyond the Earth's atmosphere. With you as that tool, with you as that vessel, the vessel that's being used as a channel to bring this light in. This brings forgiveness. I'm just really with that word right now, just bringing forgiveness. And it just feels like perhaps for some reason there's forgiveness needed, like perhaps from Earth to us. She needs to forgive us. And perhaps we need to forgive her. Just this exchange of compassion in both directions. She's there trying to support us the best she can, and we're there trying to support her the best we can. And there are so many things that are outside of her control. There's so many things that are outside of your control. And all you can do is just be in moments like this with each other, recognize she's doing her best, and let her recognize that you're doing your best. And that just bring us to that mother energy, this Mother Earth doing her best, and Mother doing her best. Whether it's your mum that we're feeling into here, of that energy of she was doing her best, even if her best perhaps had some flaws. Just pouring that forgiveness in. We don't need to get into stories. We just need to allow that energy to flow. And if it doesn't feel right for you to flow that energy into that relationship, that's totally fine. Just stay with pouring it into Mother Earth instead. But if there's a part of you that perhaps hasn't been able to let forgiveness flow in the direction of that relationship in the past, perhaps you can let it flow in now. And if there's perhaps some of you that are like, well, I've got nothing to forgive my mum for, that's absolutely fine. But there will be something somewhere that probably your mum feels guilty or bad about, or that you perhaps know that there is something. So just allow that energy to flow in. So interesting, given that I just dedicated this to my friend's mum as well. So just allowing that healing light to come through and be shared. And as we share it with our mother, that then goes back along our line to be shared with her mother and her mother and her mother. And I feel like there might be a different energy that comes in. We'll probably do some of the masculine father line stuff later in the week. But for today, it looks like this energy really just wants to focus on the feminine and just giving softness, giving us softness and kindness that we all deserved. And many of us didn't receive. We're taught so often that feminine's this like soft, floaty energy. And actually, a lot of us have had the experience of actually pretty harsh feminine, including Mother Earth, who can be harsh as well. So just allowing ourselves a lot of forgiveness there in that energy, however you want to feel that and use that. And now just drawing this light up from the center of the earth. So we bring it back down. We expanded it into the universe, didn't we? So we're going to bring it back down to the core of the earth. And then we're going to draw it back up and allow our roots to come back up through the earth, back to this disc that we're standing on. And then we're going to draw that light all the way up to our root, bringing those roots up with them, bringing that light up to the sacral chakra, which is just above the pelvic bone, then into the tummy, to the solar plexus. Then we're bringing that light up to the heart. Then we're going to bring the light up to the throat. We're going to bring it in between the eyes to the third eye. And we're going to bring it up to the crown of the head. And we're just going to take that light for one moment back to that place in the back of the body where you started. And just allowing that light one more blast in that area, not needing to know what the reason is for that. And then we're going to allow the light to return back to source, all the way up into the sky, and just giving thanks for anything that happened today. And we're just going to give our arms a squeeze, our legs a rub, maybe the belly and the chest a little touch, a little rub, a little squeeze. And for me, always finishing these things with warm palms, covering my eyes, so I can just slowly let the light back in the darkness between my fingers. Yum, yum, yum. Lots of love. Thank you. Have a great day. And I'll see you hopefully for the rest of the week. Bye, loves.